This is Mia Hernandez with News Channel 7 at the WJHG 7 Plus Digital News Desk. And on 850 Unsolved, we're talking about the 1984 murder of Booker T. Lewis. Those that knew him said that Booker T. Lewis was a beloved member of the Panama City community through his work as a bail bondsman at Lewis Bonding Agency, Gulf Coast Community College, and St. John Missionary Baptist Church. Community members even wanted him to run for city commissioner. His wife, Flossie Lewis, was also well known in the community and is recognized as the first Black registered nurse in Panama City. His murder impacted the community greatly, but especially his girls, Nellie and Marianne, who spoke with News Channel 7.
He was our patriot, so it was like the loss of father, uncle, friend, everything.
He was like my dad. Not just my uncle, he was my dad. I was raised by my great-grandparents, and when they passed, he took over, and he became my dad. And so that was devastating to me.
On the night of the 19th, Booker T. Lewis left home to work late at his office. He stopped at a gas station and the store before heading to his office located at 1217 North Cove Boulevard, initial reports say. Nellie Lewis would normally stop by the office, but on this night, she did not.
And we always met at his job, at his office when I got off work, and we would go home together. That night, I didn't meet him. I just went straight down Harrison and went home.
Flossie Lewis reportedly called her husband between the hours of 7 and 10, but she was unable to reach him. It was not unusual for him to work late, but he always returned home, Nellie says. By the next morning, he had not returned. Nellie decided to stop by the office before school to check on her uncle.
I can close my eyes now and just see that just like it was just yesterday, today, you know. And that image will never leave me, ever.
And when she arrived, she found her uncle dead inside of his office.
Because she heard me crying, hollering. She came across Mrs. Umstead to see what was going on. And then she hollered across and told him to call the police. And he did. And she assisted me away because she said, don't touch anything, until the police got there.
According to a report from the medical examiner office, the office was notified at 8:18 a.m. on the morning of September 20th for a possible homicide. When officials arrived at the scene, it was determined after viewing the body that the estimated time of death was approximately 12 hours previous to their arrival. The clothing and valuables portion of the report details that Lewis was found with the following on his body: jewelry including a gold band on the fourth left finger, a gold and diamond ring present on the left third finger, a watch, and an additional ring prior to his arrival at the morgue. Lewis reportedly also had 31 $100 bills, 2 $5 bills, 1 $2 bill, and 8 $1 bills in a wallet in his front trouser pocket. The official cause of death was ruled to be blood loss as a result of a gunshot wound to the right of his chest, according to the report. The bullet was taken into custody by Jan Johnson of the Pensacola, Florida Department of Law Enforcement Crime Lab. Nellie told us neighbors reported hearing alleged gunshots around the approximate time of Lewis's death.
Neighbors said it either was a gunshot or a car backfired around 8 o'clock, but they didn't call the police or report anything because, it could be the car backfiring or whatever around that time, but they did hear something.
And from here, the case ran cold.
So when they say it's a cold case, to me, they're really saying it's a dead case.
Next week, we'll be taking a look at how the case was reviewed.
It's always going to be an open case, but who's working on it? Who is trying? Nobody has never said, they're not saying what they're doing. Who's investigating? It's never died, but it has died because nobody's doing anything. They don't come to me and ask me any questions. They can't tell me anything. So it's 40 years, and it's just like, it died. He's dead and it died, but it shouldn't. We need some answers.
We talked with the former Panama City police officer who reviewed the case in the 90s.
He said, Mike, you've got a good circumstantial case, but you don't have a case that the jury's going to convict on. And so we never prosecuted it. But in my heart, I think I know who killed Booker T. Lewis. Just not enough evidence to get him in court.
Until then, if you know something, tell someone. You can contact the Panama City Police Department or the Panhandle Crime Stoppers. More information on how you can help this case is available online at WJHG.com. This is Mia Hernandez with 850 Unsolved. We'll see you next week.